For our first community conversation, we're joined by Nancy Littlefield, Chief Medical Officer for Hospice of the Piedmont. She's sitting down with Aaron.
Nancy, it's great having you here on this Friday. Thanks for coming in. You are very welcome. So today we're talking about the Hospice of the Piedmont. So you guys are a recipient of the United Way of Greater Charlottesville Inclusive Excellence Grant. So can you tell us about your experience with this program?
Absolutely. We are privileged to have been honored, as well as other not-for-profits, with that grant. It's provided best practices, and I think the most important thing is that it has allowed us to connect with other not-for-profits in the community to further the excellence of DEI.
And how has that grant impacted your organization?
By making sure we know best practices and working with other organizations that are trying to do an excellent job with compassionate care, just like we are.
That's wonderful. And how does seeing patients in their homes and hearing their life stories shape the way you deliver inclusive care?
It is such a privilege to be in people's homes. Most people, when they're facing a life-limiting illness, want to be in their home, a place of comfort, where they're surrounded by who they are, their memories, their generational pictures, etc. And we get to sit at the kitchen table with them and be part of their life and hear what is important to them and to honor that.
That's great, and I'm sure they really appreciate that too.
They do.
Yeah. And could you share how you've seen hospice care adapt to meet the diverse needs of everyone you serve?
So hospice is a wonderful model that already values diversity, equity, and inclusion, especially inclusion. Our job is to meet people who are facing a life-limiting illness wherever they are, from beautiful homes to people that are homeless, and making sure they have a safe place to live out their last days.
That's wonderful. And then we know that hospice care has kind of made headlines within the past recent years, with President Jimmy Carter spending his last few years in hospice care and then passing away in December. So how do you think that has influenced public awareness about hospice?
Probably the thing I hear most at hospice when I talk to patients or family is we wish we called you sooner. We wish that we didn't wait to the last couple days of life. And President Carter had a couple years of benefiting from hospice care, and it makes a difference. It's relationship, it's getting to know them as individuals. So I think that has made a big difference to our communities.
That's wonderful. And what do you wish people understood better about hospice care?
That we're there to serve you, and we're there to call. We're there to be called anytime you have a life-limiting illness, or need additional support, or you just need help. And then probably most important is all of us, regardless of who we are, go through grief or loss of a loved one that we've deeply loved, and we're there to support you with that loss too.
That's great. All right, well, that's all the time we have today. But before we go quickly, how can people reach out to you guys?
We have a website, which is hopva.org, or they're welcome to look us up and call us.
Very nice. Thank you so much, Nancy, for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome.